Hi everyone, we're gonna introduce the curriculum plan and the facilitation. We are group 8 and the group member is Jia You, Zichen Li, and Jingyi Chen. After watching the video, we decided to choose the part that children play blocks together. During the play, children use mathematical sentences to compare with each other. For example, the girl said, "I have more sister than you have," and the boy said, "I got the highest grade in the game, which is 115. For the observation of the video, we find out children have the ordinality of shows, the understanding of ranking things in order. For example, the boy said, "I am the first on that game with the highest grade." And the girl also talked about the age of the first sister and second sister. Children also shows the skills of measurement and comparison. For example, they said, "I watched the same movie and I have more sister than yours." So children shows the understanding about standard and non-standard units of measurement.
After watching the videos, children demonstrate numbers of the literacy and mathematic behaviors. But the mathematic behaviors stood out for us. When we look through the kindergarten document, we look at the overall expectation. The 15 demonstrate an understanding of number, using concrete materials to explore and investigate counting, quality, and number relationship, embodied the skills in the radios. For example, the girls use the numbers to present her siblings' age and the quality, and the boys use the 150 to demonstrate he got the highest score in the games. In addition, the girls can compare the two numbers, which is bigger. Overall expectation 16 measure use no standard unit of the same size and compare objects, materials, and space in terms of their length, mass, capacity, area, and temperature, and explore way of the measuring the passage of time through acquire and play-based learning. In the radio, the two children can compare the age and the quality. When we look closely to point 15, the conceptual understanding, we find that some point can embody children's skills in the radios. Number 1, the number present or common organizational constructions that we use in our lives and in our world to communicate, represent value. In the radios, the boys use the 115th to demonstrate he got the highest score, and the girls use the numbers to present her siblings' age and the quantities. The second, there are many ways to count. In the radios, the boy uses his fingers to count his family members and in a appropriate sequence, like 1, 2, 3. Specific expectation 15.7 explore and communication the function purpose of number in a variety of the contexts. For example, line up toys and manipulative and identify the first, second, and so on to indicate ordinarities. In the radios, the boy said, "I got first grade in the game," and the girl said, "My first sister age is, the second is." Overall expectation 16, the conceptual understanding, we find that some point can embody children's skills in the videos. First, we are thinking and learning about how measurements help us to describe, compare, and communicate. Second, we use comparative and descriptive language when communication about measurement attributes. For example, in the video, the girl said that I have two sisters, they are bigger than yours, and I have more sisters than you. This language shows that the girls can use the comparison language to explain his ideas. Specific Expectation 16.1 Select an attribute and to measure. Determine an appropriate non-standard unit of the measure and measured and compare two or more objects. In the videos, the two children compare their siblings' age and quality. For example, the girl said, I have more sisters than you. I have two sisters, they are bigger than your sister. At the same time, we noticed that the children already had some mathematical abilities. But according to the kindergarten document, the specific expectation 16.2 investigates strategies and materials used when measuring with no standard unit of the measure can help us to scaffold children's ability further.
Based on children's interests, we prepare two activity plans which can help children to develop the skills of measurement. Children can measure different things in a variety of content, for example, the length, height, capacity, and weight. As the picture shows, we're gonna use clothes hanger and a plastic cup as the first activity. We will also bring the materials based on children's interests, which can spark children to develop their measurement and comparison skills. On the other hand, we will also bring different sizes of plastic cup, which can help children to have a better understanding of capacity. For the second activity, we're gonna use ruler and blocks. During the play, children can use ruler to measure the height and the length of different blocks. On the other hand, the educator can also ask open-ended questions during their play. For example, we can ask which one is the highest castle or which one is the smallest blocks. So the educator can help children to practice the skills of ordinality by those questions. Therefore, our purpose of the activity is to help children to improve the math thinking and skills. We also hope children can build a sense of numeracy by our activities.
Our activities provide different materials for children to compare in variety of the content, which help them to scaffold the complex comparison skills. In addition, children can measure the materials in length, height, and capacity, which scaffold their measurement skills.
These are the references that we use. Thank you for watching and your attention.